Morning students, and welcome back to our classroom. We are about to reach unit test 1, that is periodic test 1. Few days are left. I think you are preparing yourself very well, okay, and you should also today I like to revise one chapter, that is the last chapter, algebraic expression. Okay, we have already learned algebraic expression when we have done so many questions based on algebraic expression. But for periodic test 1, we have to focus only on auxiliary type questions where too much calculation is not required, okay, which we have done earlier. So focus only on auxiliary type questions like MCQ. Prepare yourself for the MCQ type, fill in the blanks type, true false type, yes no, true false. These are the types of questions may come in your periodic test 1. So I am starting with this first. What is algebraic expression? Algebraic expressions, when any statement is expressed with the help of numerical factor, literal factors and arithmetic operators, then it is called an algebraic expression. Say if I consider one number is 4 more than 3 times the other. Okay, I said one number is 4 more than 3 times the other. Now whatever I said the statement, how do I express? So other number I have not mentioned, then how can I mention one number? So let the other number be x. So this number will be 4 more and 3 times, that is 3x plus 4. Let other number be x. Therefore, required number, what will be the required number? Required number will be 3 times and 4 more. 3 times of the other number plus 4 more. This is algebraic expression. Understood? So now here in algebraic expression 2 parts are there. When the parts are separated by plus minus sign, that is arithmetic operator, then each part is called the terms. Separated by plus minus sign. But within this term, you see 3 and x. What will be the sign? When it means that multiplication sign is there. Okay. So within the term, it means multiplication sign is there. When one term is separated by other, then it is called you have to count each part as a term. Understood? Terms may consist numerical factor or numerical factor and literal factor both. Okay. So here you see it consists of 3 and x. 3 is the numerical factor, x is the literal factor, and this is constant value of that expression and itself a term. Okay, it is also a term. So constant and variable. Constant means it is given value, it is known, and here x is not mentioned. That's why it is called. What will be the value of x? I don't know. X is what? Other number. I don't know the other number. I have represented it as x. So x plus x into 3. After that, if I add 4, then you will get the one number. So this is the expression. So each part is called the term. Now terms, again I am coming to this. So what are the important parts we have to remember for the periodic test 1? Terms. These are 2 types. Like terms, unlike terms. Unlike terms. Okay. So like terms, which are like terms? Always remember terms when you say whether they are like or not like. Only we have to see its variable, that is little factor and power. Okay, you see minus 3x cube y square comma 4 by 7 y square x cube or minus y square x cube, all are like, because in all cases xy literal factor is there and power of x is 3 and y is 2. In all cases power of x is 3, y is 2. What about the sign and numerical factor before a? It does not matter. It may be decimal number, it may be whole number, it may be rational number, whatever it is. Only you have to see the little factor and power. It may replace, it may sign, that means position may change, but only you have to see whether it has or it consists of the same little factor and power or not. Okay. Say in other case, these all are like. And other case, you see 7y cube x square 0.4 x cube y square, then xy cube by 10. This xy तो है, but you see the power of in first term, first expression, power of the variable y is 3 and x is 2. Here x raised to 3, y raised to 2. Here x is nothing, that is 1, y raised to 3. By number whatever it is, it may be fractional, rational, negative, positive, does not matter. Only you have to see the numerical factor and power. Since little factor as the power is not matching, that's why these all are unlike terms. And you remember, when we add or subtract, what we add, what we subtract? We add or subtract their numerical factors. We add or subtract their numerical factor if the terms are like. If the unlike terms are there, we cannot add, we cannot subtract. Suppose you see 7a square y minus 3ay square. These two are unlike terms. If I say what is the result? Result is this answer. I can't minimize more than this because 3 cannot be subtracted from 7 since the terms are not like. Ay is there, ay is there, power of the a is 2 and power of the y is 2. Okay, so power is not matching, that's why they are unlike, and at the time of unlike terms we cannot subtract the numerical factor from one term from other term. Understood point? So in case of addition subtraction, until unless you know which is like, which is not like, you cannot perform this activity. So it is very important for you. Whenever you are going to add, you have to see whether the terms are like or not like. If they like, then only we can add the numerical factors. Okay. Now coming to next. Now here also factors. I am talking about the factors. Here what are the factors? 7, a, y. If I explain, each part is called factors of this term. So an algebraic expression, a polynomial I am talking. Polynomial consists one term or many terms. It does not matter. And algebraic expression is called polynomial if the power of the variable is positive, non-negative, non-zero integer. That means either non-negative integer. That means it may be 0, it may be positive number, but it cannot be negative number. And how many terms with it does not matter. If one say here minus x cube y, it is algebraic expression. After that, if I write down 3y square x, combination of 2 also polynomial. Okay, single part also polynomial. Combination of too many terms also polynomial. Why? Because the power of the variable is non-negative. Okay, even if I say x y by 4 minus 3 y. Understood? What is the power of the variable? Nothing. That means at least one power is there. Okay? So this is polynomial. So a polynomial consists of one even. So if I say minus 7 y cube, it is polynomial. Okay? One term consisting of polynomial. Are you clear? Now again the expression is classified into four categories on the basis of number of terms it possesses. Okay? Say say 4x cube y. How many terms are here? All together consisting one term. So types of polynomial. Types of polynomial. Polynomial. When polynomial consists of one term, it is monomial. Monomial. Say here 3y minus 4z. How many terms are here? Two terms. Binomial. Binomial. So x plus 4y square minus 7. How many terms are here? 1, 2, 3. Trinomial. Understood? 3 terms trinomial. 4 terms quadrinomial. Okay, pentanomial. This way it will be proceeding. Now, question important area is that if I say suppose 7y cube minus 4x square plus 2y cube minus 10. What will be the answer? What type of polynomial it is? Monomial, binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial, whatever it is. So generally students do mistake here. They straight away count 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is quadrinomial. No. Before answering you have to see whatever the terms are there. Are they any terms are like? You see here 2y cube and 7y cube. They are like terms. You have to reduce. You have to reduce either by adding or subtracting. In this case it is addition. So 2 and 7, if I add, it will be 9y cube minus 4x square minus 10. After that you write down, okay, it is a trinomial. So very important area I am talking. So once you are getting the terms, you are counting and straight away writing. No, you have to see whether like terms within this expression or not. If it is there, you have to reduce it first, then you answer. Okay, so now earlier it was 4 terms, looking 4 terms, but after reducing it is coming 3 terms. So it is a trinomial. Are you clear? Have understood? So this way number of terms we can determine. Each part is called within term, each part. Say 4x square, x cube, y square. Okay, so here the factors are 4, x, y, y. These all are, even you can split 2, 2. So multiply after the same number is coming. So these are the factors and present inside the term by multiplying each other. Okay. So after multiplying I am getting 3 and after multiplying I am getting y raised to 2 and 4 before it. So each part is called the factor of the term. It may be, this is called numerical factor and this is called literal factor. Okay. Now one important part again I am telling you, which may come in your periodic test 1. This is what? Say tell me what I am talking. So this one is literal factors. Okay, degree of the polynomial. Degree of the polynomial. Polynomial. How to find out the degree of the polynomial? Degree of polynomial. Say one expression I am giving you, 4x cube y square z minus minus 10a 7b 4 c square minus 3m6 n4. This is an algebraic expression. Now asking you what is the degree of this expression, polynomial. Degree of the polynomial. This polynomial consisting of 3 terms. 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms separated by minus sign. Okay. Now what will be the degree of this polynomial? How to find out? Sometimes I have seen the mistake here. Since the greatest number is 7, children are writing just 7. No. What to do? You have to find out the total degree of each term. So 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. So here the degree of this term is 6. Now here, what is the total? 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 2, 13. Total degree is 13. And here 10. Now tell me, what will be the degree of the polynomial? So therefore, degree of polynomial is 30. Have understood? Be careful. Definitely this type of question will come. Okay? Everything cannot be given in a written form. Something you have to keep in your mind also. Presence of mind. Whatever I am discussing in a classroom, so everything cannot be given in a written form. I am just giving you a clue. You have to ready for that. Okay? How to pick up. Now, one other part is there. Coefficient. Coefficient is what? Coefficient consists one term consisting of 2 parts. One numerical part, another literal part. So when simply I am asking what is the coefficient of this term? Say I say minus 10 x cube y square z. If I am asking what is the coefficient of this expression or polynomial, so then and then you will say only the numerical part. When coefficient of the term means numerical factor of the term. So here the coefficient is minus 10 along with sign. Minus 10 is the coefficient. But same question asking you in different way. What is the coefficient of x here? If I say what is the power of the x? X cube. So when you say what is the coefficient of x, so coefficient of x in minus 10 x cube y square z is what? Minus 10 x square y square z. Just you reduce one power, whatever the power I am talking about, you just reduce one power of the x, and whatever the remaining all part is the coefficient of x. Understood my point? So most of the children are mistaking here. Then and then they are writing that minus 10. No, I am asking the coefficient of x. If I say coefficient of x cube in this is what? So when I am taking coefficient, all part of x I am taking coefficient of x cube. So leaving x cube, remaining all part. Okay, you have to write down 10y square z. Okay, so when I am talking about the coefficient of x cube, okay, so leaving x cube, remaining all part will be the coefficient of x cube. Now if I say coefficient of z in this term will be minus x cube y square. If I one z only, if I say coefficient of z, leaving one z, taking all remaining part, that is the coefficient of z in this term. Have you understood? This is very important, coefficient of terms. Okay, normal when I am asking again, I am repeating, coefficient of terms means numerical coefficient. Coefficient of the term this is the minus 10. But especially if I say what is the coefficient of x or y or z, so what to do? Leaving one factor from this term, remaining all factor will be the coefficient. Remember, when you taking one factor or two factor or three factor, that will depend on the instruction. I am taking here x1, that makes raised to 3, only one x I am taking. Though leaving one x from this term, remaining all part will be the coefficient. Okay, and when I am taking the all part of x, the remaining x cube from this term, remaining all part will be the coefficient. Are you clear? This is very, very important part of your periodic test 1. Now, like term coefficient and problem sum will be there later. So this is all about basic instruction. Now, when I told you addition, subtraction, when you add or when you subtract, what to do? Only the numerical factor we add or subtract. Okay, so addition, subtraction, during addition, subtraction, what we do? We add the numerical factor. Okay, but I will not set question this way. Okay, say what must be added to minus 6x square to get 7x square? Two part I have told you. What must be added to minus 6x square to get 7x square? So after adding with one number, whatever the result I am getting, that will not be less than the given number. So in that situation, if you are not able to get the meaning, what to do? So that's convert into the numerical part. Say what must be added to 5 to get 8. So after adding, I am getting little greater number. It not will be less, either equal, maybe equal. What must be added to 5 to get the result 5? That means what I have to add with 5? 0. So after adding 0, 0 is called the additive identity. After adding 0, so result will not change. It will be the number itself. But I am talking what must be added with 5 to get 8. So after adding, I am getting little more number. So what to do then? Whatever the answer I am getting, that minus whatever I am asking. Okay. So what my question was, what must be, say, what must be added to minus say 5x square to get minus 6x square to get 7x square. How much I have to add here to get this? What is the meaning? So this is bigger, this is bigger, this is smaller. So when you say how much I have to add with 5 to get 8, what do you do? 8 minus 5. That's why I am getting answer 3. So similarly, what must be added with minus 6x square to get 7x square? So therefore what to do? So 7x square minus, what will you do? This minus is the instruction you have to subtract, and this minus is it is a sign of this term. So I cannot ignore. So this sign will be inside the bracket. Understood? Numerical factor sign. So I cannot only 7x square minus 6x square. No, 6 not 6x square minus 6x square. That's why I have to keep this minus in bracket. After that, remove bracket. 7x square minus minus plus 6x square. So 13x square. That means if I add 13x square with minus 6x square, the result will be the 7x square. Have you understood? So simple one example I am giving you. On that basis you can expand so many things. The answer will be coming like this way. What must be added? Instruction, what must be added? Second number minus, simple way to remember, second number minus first number. Okay. Now same question I can give you the different type of terms so that you can understand. So what must be added? What must be added to minus 4y cube to get minus 2y cube? So instruction is added. That means whatever I will be getting after adding, this is the bigger one. Forget about the numerical factor and others. After adding, I will not get the number less than the given number. Okay, this is greater. So therefore, what to do? Minus 2y square minus. I have to subtract. This is greater. Greater minus this. This means 5. What must be added to 5 to get 8? 8 minus 5. Okay. So similarly, second number minus first number. First number is negative. So you have to put in bracket. So after that, minus 2y square minus plus 4y 2y cube 2 minus 2y cube minus 4y cube. After that, plus minus. So 2 subtract from 4, it will be the 2y cube. Finally, answer positive 2y cube you have to add. Okay, what must be added to this? The answer will be like this. Now, same question, little different. That means instead of addition, I am asking you subtraction. What must be subtracted from 5y cube to get 2y cube? What 5y cube? What must be subtracted? What must be subtracted from 5y cube to get 2y cube? So two part I have given, 5y cube, 2y cube. What to do? Which one will write first, which one will write second? Okay. Now, just convert into numerical concept. So, what must be subtracted from 12 to get 10? What must be subtracted from 12 to get 10? What do we do? 12 minus 10. That is 2. Two answer. Two answer I am getting by what? First number minus second number. After subtracting, number will be not greater. So, smaller number always will be the second one, bigger number will be the first one. So what must be subtracted from minus 7a cube to get 4a cube? What must be subtracted from minus 7a cube to get positive 4a cube? So after subtraction, I have got this. This number is not greater than this in my sense. Okay. What to do? Just say what must be subtracted from 12 to get 10? 12 minus 10. So what must be subtracted? What instruction is there? Then first is first, second is second, and subtracted meaning is there. That's why in between the minus sign will be there. After that, if this number is negative, you have to put in bracket, and positive, no change. Okay. So what to do here? Minus 7a cube minus 4a cube. So this was positive. So this minus sign is the symbol for what? I have to subtract. Okay. So now minus plus. So sign will be minus 11a cube. So answer, if I subtract minus 11a cube from minus 7a cube, the result will be 4a cube. Okay, this is the main part. You have to concentrate this. So addition, subtraction, this type of simple calculation may be there. Okay. Now I am coming to multiplication. Okay. I am coming to multiplication. Okay. multiplication. Question number multiplication. So many type of multiplication it is given in a book, binomial timer. So I don't require that much of calculation. Simple concept in multiplication. What do we do actually? So in case of multiplication, numerical factors are multiplied and little factors, if they have the like little factors, powers are added. But these two simple meaning. And sign before multiplication. Sign numerical factor, little factor. Sign numerical factor, little factor. Remember this 3 point. Okay. So multiply minus 7aqy square by minus 4aqy7. Okay. What to do? So I have to write down all the numerical factor and you have to segregate. Minus 7 into minus 4. Numerical factor have segregated. And then a raised to 3. How many a's are there? Plus 3. Y raised to 2. How many y is there? Plus 7. So what will be the answer? Minus minus plus. In case of multiplication and division, minus minus plus, then plus sign will be there. And in case of addition subtraction, if minus minus plus is there, you will add, but sign will be minus. Okay. And in case of multiplication division, minus minus plus, sign will be plus. Okay. So then 7 4s are 28. A raised to 6. Y raised to 9. Have you understood? So the numerical factor may be integer or rational number or fractional number or decimal number. It may be anything. So same way you have to segregate the numerical factor in one part and then you write down the little factor. If they have like, powers will be added. Okay, and if they are unlike, serially you have to write down. Say another case, I am just talking 4 by 9 x7 y square by 3 by 15, 3 by 16 x a to z. Okay, see carefully what to do. I have the two numerical factor. It may have one minus sign also. Minus 3 by 6. What to do? Same 4 by 9 numerical factor multiplied by minus 3 by 16. Okay. A, how many C's are there? A7, A2. So 7 plus 2. And Y is not there. Only one Y. And Z here, but Z is not there. Only J. So after multiplication, 4 4s are 16 and 3 3s are 9 minus 1. So minus 1 by 3 4s are 12. A raised to 9, Y raised to 2 and Z. Look at carefully. I have multiplied by cancelling. Result is coming minus 1 by 12 and A having 2 and 7 9. Y only one factor was there. Only here y square was there. Y square. Z only was there. Z. Have you understood? This simple type of multiplication result. And what way I can say? The product of these and these equal to dash. So what will you do? You have to calculate outside on a rough copy. You have to take a rough copy. You have to take a rough copy in front of your mobile or the laptop or the tablet. You just calculate quickly. What is the result? Whatever the result you are getting, you write down. Okay? Or if it is the MCQ time, so I have given already the answer. So you have to calculate first outside. You have to confirm that this is my answer. And then you check where is your answer. A, B, C, D. 4 options is there. If it is found in D, so just put D is the correct answer. Okay? So, or if I say this into this equals to this, right or wrong? You cannot put yes or no without calculating. You just calculate simply outside quickly, and if you are getting the same result, you will say yes, true. and if it is not same result, will be no false. These are the technique. Okay, so without calculation, are those who are very sound in oral computation, but I will not enforce you that you have to calculate the answer. If you can calculate orally, very good. You can save your time. 40 minutes is there. Within 40 minutes, you have to attempt 40 objective type questions. Okay, let's see. I like to see your skill, computation skill, how much you are comfortable with it. This question is very, very simple type. Only little calculation is there. You will keep a notebook in front of you ready and do little calculation quickly and get the result. If it is there, then put particular question tick, or if it is not there, write down your answer. Okay, this will be the simple type. Now I am coming to what? I am coming to identities. What type of questions will be given in identity? You see, I will not say write the extension of this. Okay, I will not tell you this is a big extension question. I am not giving any question to solve. So identity, standard identity, I have given you standard. I have given all identities which will be applicable for class 9, but you have to remember only 4 here application of here. That is the 4 standard identities. Okay, what are the 4 standard identities? A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus twice ab plus b square. Second, a minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Third, a square minus b square 2 case equals to a plus b into a minus b. Why they are called identity, I have explained in my previous video. I am not going to discuss again. These are identity. If any rational factors are in the form of a plus b whole square, you have to then and then you have to write down this way. No need to multiply. Whole square means 2 times same number. You have to prove. I have proved it, and after that I will get the number. So instead of proving directly, the number can be formed this way. Okay. Now, fourth identity, x plus a into x plus b, that equals to x square plus bracket a plus b into x plus a into b. A into b means ab. These are the 4 identity. But question is that how you design the question in your exam? What type of question will come from this identity? Say I am giving you MCQ type. What is the right expression? What is the right expression of a plus b whole square? What is the right expression of a plus b whole square? Are we clear? So what we will do, I have given option a square minus 2ab plus b square, b a square plus 2ab plus b square, c a plus b into a minus b, d x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. All 4 expression I am giving you. So a plus b whole square refers to which identity? You have to just put this one is the correct option. At the side you have to put tick mark. Clear? So I am uploading to MCQ PDF file again along with this question. I think already I have sent you earlier when you covered this algebraic identity last part. Okay, you must go through it. What type of GT type question will come? It is mentioned. Type, not exact. So this is the expression. So after this refers to only this part. Or sometimes fill in the blanks type question I can set from here. What type of fill in the blanks question? Say fill in the blanks. Okay, fill in the blanks. So we no need to follow exact expansion. Fill in the blanks with suitable number or word. Okay, so x plus a into x plus b equals to x square plus, totally missing, okay, plus ab. So what will be the answer? You have to write down here. The blank part will be there. There is a chance you can write down. Okay, fill in the blanks and exact that number. So that number also I have given in pre-designed question. Okay, I have already given the question along with it. So only you have to put the actual part, that is a plus b into x. You have to write down. Bas, enough. Have you understood? So if you follow my directions, instructions and the PDF file that I uploaded, so the exam will be very, very easy to you. Okay, don't worry. And if you have little bit problem while attempting the exam, you can ask to me also. If question is not clear or some printing error is there, you can ask to me. Okay, bye bye students, good day ahead.